Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my friends, fellow traders. I greet you all. Today is Saturday, the 21st day of January 2023. I want to bring you the weekly analysis, as I do always. The trading week that ended yesterday was somehow too volatile. You see a price going up next hour or next day, it gives up all the pips it gives you or thereabouts. So that's part of trading, that's part of knowledge we give, know how to handle volatility. Before I begin, I have an advice for retail traders. I mean, those who trade with little money. And the advice is simple. When you see your profit, take it, but don't take it too early. If you take it too early, you might be regretting. I think in my previous videos, I have explained that any given price has where it is going. Any good structure has where it is going. Though sometimes they will be truncated, but most times they do not. Okay. What happened on yen pays, JPY pays, is maybe as a result of news of what's happening in their economy. But I know that most of them gave their targets at least to 90%. So if you're trading with small money, when you see the profits, you take it, because if you don't take it, you may end up regretting. Then when you build your money, you can now hold trades longer. So having said this, let me dive into today's business. As time goes on, I'll be explaining things to you. Okay, so this is DXY. As you can see it here, we are still expecting it to go up. Okay, we are expecting DXY to go up, dollar index to go up. Okay, so I will be showing you much of weekly and daily charts, because last week I took time to show you many of them. To avoid this video being too long, I'll be showing you from 4 hours down in most cases. So let's go to DXY. DXY daily charts. The only thing I can tell you on DXY is that this is not the time to sell DXY. Even if we drop once more, even if it will drop again, yet I want to sell. I will be only looking for buy. This is what I'm looking for. I won't say DXY now. So if you have your reason to sell, no problem. But me, I don't have. So this is where I target my buy. When price goes above this level, I look for buy setup. Even if it keeps dropping, I won't bother myself. No problem. Let it keep dropping. I will not sell. Same goes to USD. You can see USD keep it when this drop happened. In my opinion, let me show you. In my opinion, we have gotten the sell we wanted. You see, but it makes a new high again. So even if it makes a new high, no problem. I will not be buying. Even if it makes a new high, let me show you 4 hours. So even if it makes a new high, no problem. I will go looking for sell setup. From here, I'll be looking for sell setup. So if you are buying, no problem. But I don't have it to buy USD at this point in time. USDCAD made a sudden drop. Let me show you 4 hours. USDCAD the daily suggest that it can still go lower, 1.29 or thereabouts. Okay, so let's check 4 hours. Then on 4 hours, the same issue, we might get it could keep dropping. Though I don't like the idea that it is dropping, but that's what I can see. That's what the chart is telling me. Technically, I can see it is dropping. After this move, I was expecting the correction to go higher, but it keeps dropping again. And it is obvious it will break this low. So what I'm trying to say, I'm looking for sell setup. It is selling already, or you may ignore it and focus on other page, because I was thinking it will be a buy. I mean, at least a buy to this level before it will drop again. So whenever a certain pair is somehow not making sense, you leave it. It only makes sense in daily charts, but in 4 hours, the way it is moving can cause some kind of confusion. So, but it is all moving according to the structure it is making. USDCHF, you can see what we have here. My bias on USDCHF is buy. Just the same way I say on DXY, dollar index, even if it keeps dropping, I will not sell. So USDCHF, let me show you 1 hour. This move is like an ABC. It's like an A, B, C. Yet, I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell because from a calculation, the time to sell is over. Here is our reversal zone. Here is our reversal zone. It is possible that it can still, it's possible that it can still go deeper into the reversal zone, something like this, or even like this before going up. It doesn't matter. I have a reason that I don't want to sell again. I'll be looking for buy setup. But the truth is that this is a sell setup. This is a correction, a sell setup. And at least we will get something like this. At least something like this will likely happen. A move like this can happen. So if you enter the sell around here, no problem. Targets maybe 0.907 or thereabout. Okay, so all this reversal zone can be visited once more. This might not be the reversal point. It can drop further before going up. Okay, but I don't want to sell. Doesn't mean it won't drop. And the truth is that selling it is a good trade because stop loss will be here, which is a very tight stop loss, a low risk trade. This is a low risk trade. If you sell from here, stop loss here. If it drops to here, you are making 1:4 ratio. So it's a good trade. Don't mind that I don't want to sell. Pounds USD. Pounds USD. Let me show you daily. We might, okay, let me go to 4 hours. Now, pounds USD, you know, last week I told you that we target this zone. Okay, that we like to get a new high. Okay, whether we get a new high or not, it's not time to buy unless you are a scalper. A scalper can buy using 15 minutes charts, but I don't like the idea of scalping. Okay, so I prefer to look for sell setup because the market is at a terminal point, at a terminal zone. So here might be the last. It might make a new high. Even if it makes a new high, it will just enter into the reversal zone and begin to drop. So it's better you look for setup around inside the here. If price gets inside the here, fine. Look for setup inside the here. Or if it broke below this line and this channel, then better you sell from there. AUDUSD. What do we have there? Okay, let me show you 4 hours. I think that it's a good setup. I think it's have reversed. If it goes up again, I'll be surprised because this is a reversal pattern. So here will be a buying zone. Excuse me. Buying anywhere from here, but remember here you be stop loss because don't presume that it must turn where I marked. No, it can go above it. But if it goes above this level, it means that my analysis is wrong. So, and I don't claim to be right all the time. Okay, but I don't see why it will go up to this level again. So that's my own view. Using the USD, what do we have? The same situation. To me, it have reversed here. Okay, so though last week I was thinking that this channel will be the place it will terminate. This is one of the reasons that I tell you to look for setup before you buy or sell. So if you presume that it will turn from here and sold from here, maybe you might get a stop loss hit, but it doesn't matter. That's one of the reasons I told you that you need to learn what you are doing. Okay, so I'm expecting the drop, at least something like this to happen before it keeps going up again, if it's still want to go up. Okay, so now 4 hours, let me remove this because it didn't turn from the channel. So, but this is a reversal pattern of candle. So you can see it's gone above 61.8. It may even get as high as 78.8 and 8.6. All these places are the reversal zone for wave 2, because clearly this is wave 1 and wave 2 is what we are looking for. Then the price will keep going down. JP225. JP225. What do we have there? Let me go to daily. JP225. From here, I was expected to drop to 24,751 and lower. Okay, and I think it's doing that. Let me show you 4 hours. This can be a correction, and selling will resume anywhere from this place. This is a corrective pattern. Even if it goes higher, maybe somewhere here, it will still a sell product. Okay, unless you are scalping. Okay, though this very move is too sharp. This is what I was expecting. I was expecting a move like this. I was expecting that this is maybe wave 1. Then I'm expecting something like this to happen, then go down, but it keeps going up. It doesn't matter. This is why we have so many patterns, expanding flat, running flat, and so on. So it must be making a kind of expanding flats. Now, that's what I want to tell you. So even if it goes higher, it doesn't mean that you're gonna sell, because that you're gonna buy, because I haven't seen a buy setup. All these things, there's no buy setup from here. There's no buy setup from here. So that's all I can tell you about this. Of course, buy setup occurred here, but it didn't occur here. Okay, so let's USDJPY. USDJPY. Let me go to far. Okay, daily. Yeah, can we go lower? When I EURJPY, after this sharp drop, I expected, though I gave you this drop, I gave you this, I expected to give me a correction and go lower from here. This is where I expected it to turn. It didn't turn from here. It keeps going up. Now, I think it has turned because most of the time, if markets didn't turn at 1.8, it will turn at 8.6. So this 8.6, maybe it has turned. Okay, so let's keep watching what happens. And once again, this will be a good trade, a risk worthy of taking, because here will be the sell, the stop loss, and the target will be somewhere here, somewhere below here. So it will be a very nice risk reward, maybe 1 to 6 ratio if it keeps dropping from here. Okay, USDJPY. The same situation. Now, before all these things happens, okay, let me go to 4 hours. In this channel, I was expecting it to drop from here and go lower, but it didn't do that. See, this is one of the things people get confused about. Some people will say a kind of stop loss funds, liquidity, and all this. The reason you don't hear those jargons or let me say vocabularies from me is that they are just simple assumption. People assume that their stop loss is being hunt. When you understand the market structure, you stop saying stop loss funds, liquidity, all these things. They are not real. They are people presume that is happening. Market moves by supply and demand, fundamentals, structure, and so structure can change anytime. A swing can take another dimension. So nobody is hunting a stop loss. Nobody is hunting a stop loss unless your broker is fraudulent. But broker doesn't, though they can manipulate a price, but they can't do it all the time. So forget about all those things you hear, stop loss hunt. Nobody's hunting your stop loss. Know it and know peace. So we are still looking for price to drop. Maybe okay, maybe the price will terminate between 77 and 88 and begin to drop. And maybe it has maybe the drop has started from here. So a new low is what I'm looking for. I want to see the price down to the channel again. This is what I am expecting to happen. Not a must it to happen, no, but that's what I'm expecting to happen. So until the channel is broken, before I will not stop expecting this drop unless this happens. Maybe a sharp move will happen like this, then that's when I will buy. But for now, I want to get a new drop to this channel. Okay, that's my target. This channel, until it is properly broken, I will keep selling yen pairs. Pounds JPY. Pounds JPY. I think the same issue. Maybe this is the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, let me go to 4 hours. Pounds JPY. Are we getting? Are we expecting a new low? Can we get a new low? Okay, now let me show you what happened during the week. Just like EURJPY and USDJPY, I expected it to turn from here. It didn't turn from here. You know, this is why I said in the beginning, when you see your profit, take your profit. Okay, because somebody that sold from here is a big profit. I was expecting it to turn from here and continue. It didn't turn from here, it keeps going up. But once again, this will be a good trade. Here will be a stop loss. And if it drops all the way from that place to this level, it will be a good trade. It will be about 1 to 10 risk-reward ratio. So, and I will take this trade. I will trade one of these. Either I trade this or EURJPY or USDJPY. I will trade one of them because the risk-reward is worth taking. Okay, so the reason is that I haven't seen a reason to buy, to switch to buy. I mean to switch to buy because I haven't seen the reason I will buy. So selling is still my idea. It may even drop as low as giving us a new low. So it depends on you, on how you trade. Okay, but for me, I'll take this trade. Okay, so let's move. Let's go to gold. Let's go to gold. What do we have on gold? I think gold, I need to go to daily again on gold. But why am I going to, why do I want to go to daily on gold or even weekly? To keep reminding you what is happening, weekly says that gold has finished the correction. But weekly chart is weekly chart. It shows you where we are going for the year or for the few months coming. So don't make a mistake because it is a buy on weekly. Then you enter buy and close your eyes. Don't do that. Daily again is a buy on daily. But you know, after 5 waves, we get 3 waves pull back. Now, when people don't know what is happening, they might be impatient. See, this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have what is called extended wave 5. If you watch, if you are an Elliott Wave trader, you will know that wave 3 is always the longest wave, but here wave 5 is the longest. But you know, wave 3 will never be the shortest. That's the rule. Okay, so you can see this is too long to be wave 5. Maybe fundamental is the reason. Economy of US and other things. Now, if wave 5 has ended here, what do we expect? We expect a 3 waves move. Okay, and because normally this is wave 1 of a bigger wave, then wave 2 will be at least 1.8 of wave 1. But because wave 5 is extended, we may not get up to 1.8. We may get to 50. So what am I saying? Telling you this? Gold will begin to sell any moment from now, and the price it will likely go below 1800. Even 17, it will even go to 1720. So I want you to be cautious of that before I go to 4 hours. Now 4 hours suggest that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That the selling we are expecting might have started, not have started. So I want to show you 1 hour to get you prepared. Now, this is enough to be wave 1. Sorry, wave 5. But this what I'm seeing here, this very movement is corrective in nature. And because it's corrective in nature, we can see another push up before we get what we are looking for. Now, as we are looking to see something like this, possibility is that it will even drop from here and give us what we are looking for. So now, whether it will move up once more or not, I will not buy gold now. I will not buy gold now. And there is something I need to teach in this structure, but not for the public. If you are my students and you are listening to this, tell me to make another video to explain more on this. So I won't have the time to explain it here, and I won't do it free. So that's what I want to tell you on gold. Just know that the best thing is to look for sell setup on gold. Let's go to silver. Silver, what do we have on silver? Okay, let me show you weekly once again. On silver, we are getting WXY, which is enough correction on silver, but this is weekly. And from the move from here to here have been a very time-consuming move. Imagine move from September last year till now. So it will likely correct before continue going. So on daily, we are getting wave 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as wave 3. Then wave 4 is what we are looking for. Wave 4. Now the question is, the fourth wave, is it complete here? Has it completed? You know, earlier I said that's what we call truncation. It is we are expected wave 4 to give us an equal leg of wave. Sorry, wave A of 4 to give us equal leg of wave. We expect wave C of 4 to give us the equal leg of wave A of 4. But you can see it's turned before giving us the equal length of wave C of wave A. But it does happen sometimes, but not all the time. So if that was the case, it means that silver will not come lower to 23.03 and the 22.7 we expect it to give us before going to wave 5. Then if that is the case, now we don't look for this zone. Anyway, this is a bigger price anyway, so forget this one here now. So it means, if that is the case, it means that this is wave 1. That is, if silver will not have truncated, but that's the language. If silver have truncated, that's not coming to the inter-universal zone. If they are truncated, it means that we will get at least, it means we're going to get at least a drop to this level. A drop to this level, which means this is wave 1, and we are going to get an ABC as wave 2. And the ABC will fall inside this zone. So 23.3 and 23.6. And we will get 5 waves up to somewhere above this level before we now get a drop again. But if the transition did not occur, it means we are getting to this, we are getting lower again. Okay, so market is dynamic, and for that time it can change structure. So what matters is to know how to follow it. Now you have known what we are expecting on silver. So if silver begins to drop sharply, you want to be confused. If it keeps correcting and turn from here, you want to be confused. That's the power of Elliott Wave knowledge. Let's see platinum. Platinum, what do we have there? Let me see daily. Platinum, we have two expectations. Okay, let me show you weekly. So we might get this drop, but I don't think it will happen. Then the daily, this is what I'm expecting. I'm expecting an ABC, and that is priced to give me ABC. Then we buy. But if this happens, it's not completely ruled out. This drop is not completely ruled out. But for now, let's focus on this. Let me go to 4 hours. So on 4 hours, what do we have on 4 hours? We expect the price to drop to 1,990, 980, even 970 before we begin to buy. Okay. But secondly, if this is wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we are expecting an ABC, which means 1,990 will be an ideal where to buy. Secondly, if the doesn't drop further, it means it have truncated. It means it have made a truncation. Then what do we need to do? We look for buy above 1081. Okay, now going back to 1 hour, this is a corrective move. This is an ABC. A, B, C. And it's a corrective pattern. What I mean by that, selling from here is a good idea. It means it can drop from this place. That's what it means. That we can drop on this place. So if platinum begin to drop to enter the zone we expected from here, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it will do that. So my main bias is that it will still drop further to 1,000 and below. But if it goes above this channel and above this current top, then I know it won't. I know that it ended here. Okay, let's move. US oil. US oil. What do we have on daily? Oil is still selling as long as this top is concerned. We are still selling oil. Does it mean that you are going to enter sell? Because I said we are still selling oil. It's going to be a good idea. Let me show you what we have on 4 hours. For hours. This is my drawings. Where's my labeling? What's happening here? I lost my account. What's happening? I labeled everything here. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, now let me show you what will likely happen. I didn't see my labeling again. What's happened? I don't know. maybe something happened. But this is what I'm trying to show you on oil. Oil can make a drop. Okay, oil can do this. Before doing this, or even coming to this level. So oil can sell from here, as correction or as impulse. It doesn't matter. Secondly, we have three ideas. Oil can do this. It can do this. And do this before going lower as an impulse or as correction. Or it can simply keep going up like this, before giving us correction. So now, what am I trying to say? You might get zigzag from here, or a running flat for those who understand. Or if it keeps going up from here, anything, we have three bias: either zigzag, either running flat, so either a expanding flat or a running flat, or it will continue to buy from here. It means that this move haven't finished. So all these things is what we expect to happen on oil. So now, what is my conclusion? My conclusion is that if you are buying oil, use a little lot size. Because why? A move from here is a big move. And the possibility is that this can be wave one. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if this is wave one, we can even see price of oil drop to this level. Oil can drop to 78.8. 8.8. So oil can drop to this level, or this level, or this level before it begins to buy. So that's why I'm saying you need to be careful if you are buying oil now or selling. I will advise you to wait for oil to come to this reversal zone. At least look for set up when oil and oil. Here is where oil is going. This is where oil is going. But this place from here to here is at extreme level. So reversal may occur from here to here. Reversal may occur from here to here. Okay. So here is an extreme level on oil. So reversal may occur for here. Either reversal or correction may occur for here. So I would advise you to wait for oil. Don't sell, don't buy. Let us see what happens inside this level. But if I get a zigzag from this level, that is, if market opens and it didn't give me a new high, it dropped from here, I will be looking for a zigzag, and I will buy from here and target here. If that's the only option, that is my only option. I get a zigzag, I buy. If I don't get a zigzag, I want to buy, I want to sell until price comes to this very zone. Okay, I have spent time on oil, so let me now go to the last chart we will analyze. US 100, NASDAQ. What's happening? I lost my charts, my labelings. Did I place anywhere? I lost my labelings. What's happening here? Oh my God. I lost my labelings. my account. Okay, maybe I'll still find out what happened. Wow. Okay, so NASDAQ. NASDAQ is still a sell market. It is a sell until we broke above this level. Then we will still looking for sell on NASDAQ. So let me go to 4 hours. So now, even if on NASDAQ, something similar from gold is happening on NASDAQ, we might get a drop from here, then we buy, then we sell. This is what I'm expecting for NASDAQ. Or it will continue going up, make a new high, make correction, sell, buy, and sell. So that's what we're expecting on NASDAQ. And that's where brings an end of our today's analysis. Thank you for watching. Remember to share and subscribe. Ask the questions. Join our Telegram channel. It's free. It's free of charge. Then we have students group where you pay little money and we teach you what we know. Okay. Thank you and God bless you.